Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for Hopkinton Hillers varsity softball. It's the Hopkinton Hillers and the Holliston Panthers, and this game is for all the marbles. Winner of this game gets the TVL title as Charlotte Can delivers the first pitch as a strike to Kuharich, who is the Jordan Kuharich, a junior. There's a ball. Wind up and the pitch. We were a little late getting the Holliston roster, but we're doing our best here. That pitch outside. Set the deal outside. It'll make the count 2-2. Up high. That'll fill up the count. Set to deliver, and there's a walk. So Kuharich will head down to first base. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera. A cloudy day, but nice weather. Temperatures in the 70s. Stepping in is Lucy Morrow. She is the right fielder. A pitch inside. Set to deliver. There's a strike. 1-2. Can delivers. This is hit in the air, and that is foul. Into the stands it goes. Count remains 1-2. Get you the Hillers field. Charlotte Can on the mound. Carly Stevens, the catcher. Catherine Morse at first base. Sienna Harrigan, the second baseman. Tara Kester at shortstop. Kristen McCluskey at third base. And pitches in there for a strike. From left to right, Emily Jurassic, Carly Day Simone, and Jasmine Batika. One away, one on. Madison Umlauf to the plate. There's a strike. So this game, as we will mention numerous times throughout the broadcast, will determine the TVL Large title holder. Hillers 10-4, Holliston 11-3. And this is hit in the air over to center field and caught by Day Simone. Two away. Kuharich will retreat to first base. And stepping in is Rudu Tatki. There's a strike. Squaring the bunt. Pulls back. There's a strike. Runner takes off from first. The throw to second is going to go off the glove of Tara Kester in his center field. So stolen base for Kuharich. on second, 2 outs. Fouled into the backstop. That'll make the count 0-2. Set to deliver. Hit in the air, right side, foul. Wind up and the pitch, a little low. Harrigan runs over to cover second in case the runner decided to take off. Little high. And they're going to call it a strike. She went around a little bit with the bat and went just a bit too far, and that is strike 3, and that'll wrap up the top of the first. To the bottom of the first we go. We are scoreless on HCAM. Welcome back. We are heading into the bottom of the first. Hiller's coming up to the plate. Let's take you through the batting order. Kristen McCluskey will lead things off. She is the third baseman. Emily Jurassic, the left fielder, batting second. Batting third, shortstop Tara Kester. Batting cleanup, Caroline DeSimone, the center fielder. Batting fifth, Catherine Morse, the first baseman. Sienna Harrigan, the second baseman, hitting sixth. Juliana Cedia is the designated player, hitting seventh. Carly Stevens, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Jasmine Batika, the right fielder, hitting ninth. Wind up and the pitch, and therefore a strike from Madison Umlauf for Holliston. Fouled into the backstop. 0-2. Down low. 1-2. Umlauf set to deal. This is hit in the air, and that'll drop into left field. That's going to be a base hit for McCluskey. Over to second base she goes. She's going to keep going to third base, and she's aboard with a leadoff triple. And that'll bring up Emily Jurassic, the left fielder. Let's take a look at the Holliston field. Madison Umlauf on the mound. Her battery mate is Lauren Kempersall. Rudu Topke at first base. Phoebe Drowan, the second baseman. At shortstop, it is Sydney Maciel, as this is up the middle. Throw to first. And it is just in time. So a 1-3 ground out. That'll bring up Tara Kester. McCluskey remains at third base. At third base for Holliston, Caitlin Damigella. Left to right, Emma Wood, Jordan Kuarich. There's the ball. And Lucy Morrow in right field. Kester steps back in, puts this one on the ground up the left side over to the shortstop. McCluskey will score, throw to first in time, but a run scores and the Hillers lead it 1-0. An RBI sacrifice ground out for Tara Kester. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone, the center fielder. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled off. Look out. That was the 29th RBI of the season for Tara Kester. She is the team leader with runs batted in. Down low. DeSimone, a 600 batting average on the season. Pretty incredible. 27 runs scored, 24 driven in, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. She takes a strike. 1-2. The Hillers boys lacrosse game also happening on HCAM right now. That game has big implications. If Hopkinton wins, they clinch a playoff spot. And if they lose, they'll have one more opportunity on the road to clinch a playoff spot. Pitch up high, 2-2. We'll try to keep you updated on the boys lacrosse game. Umlauf set to deal, down low. That'll fill up the count. And there's a strike. That'll wrap up the inning, but the Hillers played a run. They lead it 1-0 as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. Of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 due up for Holliston. Sydney Maciel, the shortstop, steps in. She'll be followed up by Emma Wood and Lauren Kempersall. And she puts this one in the air over to Harrigan for the first out. Just at the lip of the grass, one away. Emma Wood will step in. Emma Wood, a 500 batting average on the season for Holliston. 20 runs scored, 18 driven in, 3 doubles, and a homer. She takes that one outside, 1-0. Can delivers, fouled off. Charlotte Cannon on the season, a 9.23 ERA, 1 win, no losses, 9 appearances in the pitcher's circle. And she is hoping to pull off a big performance today to clinch the TVL large title. Wind up in the pitch, up high. 2-1. She delivers. This is hit in the air over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. And Wood going to keep going to second. Now she's going to try for third. The throw over. It is in time. They get her. What a great throw. Jasmine Batika delivers with an unbelievable throw. A 9-5 putout. And that'll bring up Lauren Kempersall. So Wood will get credit for the double. But then 9-5 to throw her out at third base. Wind up in the pitch. Fouled away. That was a big out for the Hillers. Holliston could have really got some momentum having a runner on second or third with 1 out. But instead, bases clear, 2 outs. Kempersall 200 batting average, only 5 plate appearances. She'll take that one up high. 2-1. Wind up in the pitch, fouled away. Last time these two teams met, the Hillers took care of business and defeated Holliston 7-2. That was back on Friday, May 14th, and she hit the batter there. Runner aboard, 2 outs. Caitlin Damigella to the plate, the third baseman. Damigella, senior, .353 batting average on the season, 11 runs scored, 13 driven in, 3 doubles. Can set the deal. I believe that was a strike. We do have an umpire blocking our view and not much of a signal there by the home plate umpire, but I can tell you that was a strike. Swing and a miss. All right, it's a 1-1 count, so it was a ball on that first pitch. Can deals, swing and a miss, 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 3. We will head to the bottom of the second. The Hillers leading Holliston 1-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 do it for the Hillers. Catherine Morse, Sienna Harrigan, and Juliana Cedia. Cedia was huge in that game against Norwood. Came up with a couple of great hits. That's why she's going to be in the lineup today as the designated player. And, of course, if Can starts to struggle, which, of course, we're hoping doesn't happen, she'll come in and pitch. Morse steps in and awaits the pitch. Takes it low, 1-0. Morse on the season, a .457 batting average. Umlauf set to deal up high. 16 runs scored and 14 RBIs, 6 doubles for Morse. She has been terrific with the bat this season. Fouls that one away. 2-1. Umlauf set to deal. A hair outside. 3-1. And that's fouled off. Look out. Line up in the pitch. That's fouled away. Just in front of the stands area. Fortunately, there's a fence there. That was a sizzler of a foul ball. Time called by the hitter. 3-2 is the count. And she wants a new softball. Set to deliver, and this is up the right side, gloved by the second baseman, but she overthrows it, and Morse is going to be aboard with the error, and she's going to take off for second base. So Morse reaches on the E4, and that'll bring up Sienna Harrigan. Fouled away. Line up in the pitch. Hit in the air, foul out of play. Oh, and 2 is the count. Harrigan's had a great season with the bat. 400 batting average, 10 runs scored, 12 driven in, 3 doubles. And she fouls that one off. The battle continues between Umlauf and Harrigan. Runner on second, no outs. Swing and a miss, one away. That'll bring up Juliana Cedia, the designated player. Line up in the pitch, down low. And the runner thought about taking off. She'll go back. Cedia, .538 batting average on the season, 9 runs scored, 12 driven in, 5 doubles, and a triple. She has been terrific with the bat. And she fouls this one away. 1-1. Umlauf delivers, and Cedia puts this one up the left side. It is foul. 1-2. The lefty awaits the pitch. Gets a piece of it right back to the pitcher. Throw to first, and it nearly pulled the first baseman off, but she's able to pull it down. 2 away. Advancing to third, however, is Catherine Morse. So 1-3 ground out for Cedia. That'll bring up Carly Stevens, the catcher. Up high, 1-0. Stevens on the season, a .409 batting average, 8 runs scored, 2 driven in. There's a strike. 1-1. And this is hit up the middle. That'll drop in, and another run scores. An RBI single for Carly Stevens. That'll bring up Jasmine Batika, the right fielder. .440 batting average on the season, 5 runs scored, 9 driven in, 2 doubles. And she has been terrific in right field and with the bat for the Hillers. We have an update from the boys' lacrosse game after 1 quarter of play. The Hillers leading Norwood 4-3. This is hit in the air, up the middle, that'll drop in. And there's 2 on with 2 outs for the Hillers. Advancing up to second base is the pinch runner, Charlotte Chevery for Carly Stevens. Batika on first to the plate, top of the order, but Kristen McCluskey. Line up in the pitch. There's a strike. Fouled off. It'll make the count 0-2. McCluskey scored the first run of the game after hitting a triple in the first inning. A sacrifice ground up by Tara Kester drove her in. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the inning, but the Hillers do plate another run, and they lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the third on each case. Top of the third inning, 9-1 for Holliston. Phoebe Drow in the second baseman to start things off. A 2-0 lead for the Hillers. Boys lacrosse taking on Norwood, trying to win their game to clinch a playoff spot. They were up 4-3 after the first quarter. Hillers tennis also in action against Holliston. It has been a busy sports week, to say the least, here at Hopkinton High School. Games every day. Drowen hits this in the air, and that is a foul ball. Drowen, a junior, a .375 batting average, 9 runs scored, 11 driven in, and 2 doubles. Holliston led by head coach Donald Quindley. Hillers, of course, led by head coach Shannon Alberry as that pitch is outside. 1-1. Can set to deliver. Swing and a miss. 1-2. There's strike 3, 1 away. 4th strikeout of the game for Can. That'll bring up Jordan Kuarich, the center fielder. She has a .312 batting average on the season, 19 runs scored, 6 driven in, 2 doubles and a triple. In the first inning, she walked and stole a base. Wind up and the pitch, outside. One and one. Hit in the air, left side, foul territory out of play. 1-2. Bit of a windy day here at Hopkinton High School. Certainly a lot cooler than a couple days ago. Last Hiller softball game, it was about 95 degrees out here, I would say, as that's fouled away. A lot of humidity, but I think they'll take this weather over that weather any day. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. Oh, it's a strike. 2 away. 5th strikeout of the game for Can. That'll bring up Lucy Morrow. That pitch just grabbed the outer edge of the plate. Hit in the air, right side, and it's caught by a ranging Jasmine Batika for the 3rd and final out of the inning. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Hillers leading Holliston 2-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Hillers. Emily Jurassic, Tara Kester, and Caroline DeSimone. Jurassic grounded out back in the 1st inning. And she'll rip this up the left side, and that'll get in there for a base hit. A leadoff single. They'll bring up Tara Kester. Jurassic adding on to her .348 batting average. Tara Kester hitting the ball very well with a .548 batting average. A swing and a miss there. 22 runs scored, 28 driven in, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs for Tara Kester. 2 of which were in the same game against Westwood. And she'll get a piece of this one, right side and caught. And the runner will retreat to first base. Jurassic just getting back in time, 1 away. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. In there for a strike. DeSimone, 600 batting average. 3 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers. There's a strike. 0-2. She struck out back in the first inning, hoping to avoid that here. Popped foul into the backstop. Count remains 0-2. Wind up and the pitch. Foul. DeSimone, a hitter that'll continuously battle. And this is hit in the air, right side, and caught. 2 away. Nice catch there by Morrow. That'll bring up Catherine Morris, the first baseman. Morris reached on an error in the second inning. And she'll put this one up the right side. Slow roller, the flip to first, no problem. And it'll be a 4-3 out to wrap up the bottom of the third. To the top of the fourth we go. Hillers leading 2-0 on HCAM. Another update from the crucial Hillers boys lacrosse game. After Norwood scored while the Hillers had a man in the box, Connor Murphy comes back and scores for the Hillers. It is 6-4, Hopkinton leading with 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Hillers trying to clinch up a playoff spot in the boys lacrosse game, and in the softball game, the Hillers trying to win the TVL Large title as the pitcher Madison Umlauf steps in. 3, 4, and 5 for Holliston. Inside, 1-0. Wind up in the pitch, little high. Umlauf, a .527 batting average, 26 runs scored, 19 driven in, 4 doubles, 2 homers. She's had a great season for Holliston. Inside. 2-1. and the pitch. Swing and a miss. She thought she struck out, but the count's actually 2-2. She was about to head back to the dugout, and hitter on deck, who is Rudu Tatki, said, "Hey, you're still batting." Ripped up the left side, but foul. Into the woods it goes. Can get some dirt on the hand and is set to deal. Full count pitch. And this is hit in the air. That'll drop into left field for a base hit. And it is going to be a leadoff single for Umlauf. That'll bring up Rudu Tatki, the first baseman. Tatki on the season, a .532 batting average, 23 runs scored, 16 driven in, 5 doubles. Swing and a miss. Can deals, foul. 0-2. Well, the important thing for Charlotte Can, try not to get in too many long battles with hitters. She has been very conservative so far with how many pitches she has thrown. And as long as that trend continues, it should go well. That pitch up high, runner taking off from first, throw to second, and it's in time! What a great throw over to second by Carly Stevens. One away. Line up and the pitch. Little outside there, 1-2. Set to deliver. Strike 3, 2 away. That'll bring up Sydney Basile, the shortstop. That's the 6th strikeout of the game for Charlotte Can. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Hit in the air, high in the air, right side, and caught. A nice catch there by Jurassic, who really had to wait quite a while. Some good hang time on that one. That'll wrap up the top of the 4th. To the bottom of the inning we go. Hiller is leading 2-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning, Sienna Harrigan stepping in, the second baseman. She struck out in her early plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Hillers Lacrosse now leading Norwood 8-5. There's a strike. 2:22 remaining in the second quarter. Umlauf delivers a strike. Sienna Harrigan, 400 batting average. 10 runs scored, 12 driven in, 3 doubles. Puts this one in the air, right side, and caught. One away. I'll bring up Juliana Cedia. She grounded out back in the second inning, but it did advance Morris and allow Carly Stevens to get a nice RBI single to make it 2-0. Wind up in the pitch. Foul. Oh, and 1. Umlauf delivers, a little high. 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Cedia has great power with the bat. Up high. 2-2. Gets a piece of this one, foul. Into the woods it goes. Look out, reindeer. The 2-2, down low. Inside, and she draws the walk. I'll bring up Carly Stevens. They're going to let Cedia run here. She is in that designated player spot, so I believe if they pinch run for her, they would lose the designated player spot. An 0-1 count. There's a strike. 0-2. Gets away from the catcher. Cedia taking off. She advances to second. Swing and a miss. And there's strike 3. Throw down to first in time. Cedia takes off and advances to third. Cedia with some good base running. 2 away. That'll bring up Jasmine Batika. Down low. 1-0. And this is up the right side, foul. 1-1. Batika singled back in the second inning. She made a great throw earlier in the game to get Emma Wood trying to advance to third base. fouled away. It was back in the second inning. Tika, 440 batting average on the season. 5 runs scored, 9 driven in, 2 doubles. Gets a piece of this one in the air, high fly ball, and it is caught by the first baseman. For the third out, we'll head to the top of the 5th. Hillers leading Holliston 2-0 on HCAM. Top of the 5th inning, 6, 7, and 8 up for Holliston. Emma Wood will start things off. We have an update from the Hillers boys lacrosse game. Hillers leading Norwood 8-7 at the halftime break. So Norwood closing in a little bit. With a win, Hillers boys clinch a playoff spot. And with the win for the Hillers here, they clinch the TVL Large title. If Holliston wins this game, they'll clinch the TVL Large title. It's for all the marbles today. Emma Wood had a double in the second inning, was thrown out trying to advance to third. Takes that one outside, 1-0. Down low. Emma Wood, 500 batting average on the season, 20 runs scored, 18 driven in, 3 doubles and a homer. Inside. 3-0. And she walked her. We'll bring up Lauren Kempersall, the catcher. Kempersall was hit by a pitch back in the second inning, and her only plate appearance. There's a bunt foul. The junior steps back in. Hit in the air, left side. This could be trouble, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run homer, and the game is tied. Lauren Kempersall goes yard. She tattooed that ball, and we are knotted up at 2 apiece. Caitlin Damigella will come up to the plate. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Can's coming out. Looks like Seedy is going to come into the game. So with the pitching change, we'll step aside. It's Holliston 2, Hopkinton 2 on HCAM. Juliana Cedia into pitch to DiMaggio, and there is a ball outside. A 2-run homer for Lauren Kempersall ties the game. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled away. Charlotte Can pitched pretty good up until this inning. She went 4+ innings, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and a hit batter. And she struck out 6. Fouled away. Two and one the count. Down low. There's a walk. 1 on, no outs. Let's take you through the TVL standings as Phoebe Drouin, the second baseman, steps in. In the TVL Large, Holliston and Hopkinton fighting for the TVL title. Winner of this game will take the TVL Large title. Holliston 11-4, Hopkinton 10-4, Norwood 8-6. There's a bunt foul. Medfield 7-8, Westwood 4-11, Ashland 2-11 in the TVL Small. Norton 14-1, Millis 14-1, Dedham 8-6, Dover Sherborne 4-9, Medway is 2-12, Bellingham 2-13. Cedia delivers, there's a bunt, and it is foul. 0-2. This game also big for playoff seeding. Could mean the difference between a home game and a road game. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. That'll bring up Jordan Kuarich, the center fielder. She is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Also has a stolen base to her credit. There's a strike. Kuarich, a .312 batting average. 19 runs scored, 6 driven in, 2 doubles and a triple. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Hit in the air towards center field, and Dave Simone ranges up and makes the catch. 2 away. I'll bring up Lucy Morrow. She's 0 for 2 today. Morrow, a sophomore, .372 on the season. Down low. 13 runs scored, 10 driven in, 2 doubles and a triple. In there for a strike. 1-1. It's a nice pitch by Cedia, had a nice rise on it. And this is hit in the air, foul up the right side, 1-2. And up the middle it goes, and it'll get by Dave Simone. Lead runner heading over to third. The throw over. It is in time. Got her. Dave Simone with an incredible throw to throw out Damigella, trying to advance to third. And we will move along to the bottom of the fifth. We are knotted up at 2 apiece. You're tuned in to Hillers Varsity Softball. Bottom of the fifth inning, we are knotted up at 2 apiece. Kristen McCluskey steps in. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It was a home run swing there. McCluskey is 1 for 2 today. Tripled in the first and scored the first run of the game on a Tara Kester sacrifice groundout. Puts this one in the air, left side, and foul. 0-2. Umlauf delivers, and this is hit in the air, right side, that'll drop in, rolls all the way to the fence. McCluskey heading to second, and she's aboard with a leadoff double. A great piece of hitting there. And I thought John Ritz was going to have to make the catch on that one. That'll bring up Emily Jurassic, the left fielder. And that'll get away from the catcher. McCluskey advances to third with ease. Advance on the wild pitch. The go-ahead run at third base for the Hillers. Up high. 2-0. Jurassic 1 for 2 today, singled in the third. And rips this one up the left side. That'll trickle in for a hit. McCluskey around to score. And now Jurassic going to keep going over to second base. And she's aboard with an RBI double. The Hillers take the lead. It's a 3-2 game. Tara Kester will step in. Fouled away. Kester had a sacrifice RBI ground out in the first and flew out in the third. New softball for Umlauf. Down low. Umlauf has pitched a pretty good game for Holliston. She's kept this very potent Hillers lineup at bay. But she's not going to keep them at bay here. That's ripped all the way to the fence. It goes. Lead runner, Jurassic, going to score. It's a 4-2 game, an RBI double for Tara Kester. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. The Hillers bats starting to come through. Hillers have hit .458 as a team this year. That is an incredible average. Up high. 1-0. And this is hit in the air. Left side could be trouble. That'll drop in. Kester heads to third. That's where she will stay. But it is a double for DeSimone. 2 on, still no outs in the inning. Catherine Morse coming to the plate. Morse reached on an error back in the second and grounded out. Takes that one low. DeSimone at second, Kester at third. Morse at the plate. And this is up the middle. That'll get in there for a base hit. Kester around to score, and that's all that'll score. And now the ball gets away from the catcher, and here comes DeSimone, and 2 runs will score. An RBI single for Morse. She advances to second on the throw. She drives in Kester, and then DeSimone comes around to score on an error. And just like that, it's a 6-2 Hillers lead. And now the Holliston head coach, Donald Quinley, out to talk to his pitcher. Due to step in Sienna Harrigan. The pitching has been the issue for Holliston this season. They don't have much besides Umlauf. Still no outs in the inning. We are ready to continue on. Sienna Harrigan in the right-handed batter's box, 0 for 2 so far today. Home run swing there, strike 1. Fouled away, 0-2. That was a good piece of hitting by Morse. Line up and the pitch, up high. 1-2. She winds and deals, fouled into the backstop. Set to deliver. Into the backstop it goes. Well, Umlauf certainly working up her pitch count so far today. As this is hit in the air, into right field it goes. Morse heads to third, and she is going to try to score, and the throw is cut off, and the Hillers played another run. It's a 7-2 game, an RBI single for Harrigan. 5 runs so far have scored this inning, still no outs. Juliana Cedia to the plate. There's a strike. Outside, 1-1. They threw down in case. Harrigan decided to take off. And Cedia rips this up the left side. That'll get in. It's a single. That'll bring up Carly Stevens, the catcher. And We get a stoppage here. We're going to have a pinch runner come in for Cedia. They can now pinch run for her since the designated player spot is gone anyway since they brought Cedia in to pitch. So they have Victoria Fisher come out to pinch run. Stevens so far today had an RBI single in the second inning. Struck out in the fourth with a 2-3 throw down. Umlauf signaling to her outfield. There's a strike. 2 on, no outs. 5 runs have scored so far in this 5th inning for the Hillers. Outside. This is what the Hillers have been waiting for all game, to get the bats going. Swing and a miss. The pitching has been very good. The defense has been great. And the bats really get it going here in this bottom of the 5th. And that is foul. Did she make the catch? Yes, she did. That was quite a catch by Rudo Totke. What a way. That'll bring up Jasmine Batika. And this is up the middle, slow roller, throw to third. They'll get the out at third. So Batika reaches on the 1-5 force out. 2 away. Top of the order coming up for the Hillers. Kristen McCluskey will step in. And I think they're waiting for her. There she is. The lefty steps in. She started off this inning with a double. Takes that one outside. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. But Hillers leading at 7-2. 5 runs plated in this inning. And both runners are going to take off as that gets by the catcher. Runners on second and third now. Umlauf positioning the outfield. There's a strike. 1-2. Down low, and that gets by the catcher, and here comes another run. Sliding in Victoria Fisher to make it an 8-2 game. And that is fouled off. Batika will retreat to third base. Count remains 1-2. Down low, gets by the catcher. Here comes another run. Batika slides in to make it 9-2. That is the second Hillers run to score on a wild pitch. The bases are now clear. Down low. And McCluskey draws the walk. That'll bring up Emily Jurassic. Jurassic had a double to drive in McCluskey earlier in the inning. And she pops this one up, foul out of play. Time called. And they had a baseball or a softball in the outfield. Just giving it to the umpire. Swing and a miss. And a runner taking off for second. And a sneaky steal there by McCluskey. Hillers boys lacrosse leading Norwood 13-9 with under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Swing and a miss, and that'll wrap up the inning. But the Hillers play not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 runs in the inning. They lead it 9-2 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning, 3, 4, and 5 due up for Holliston. Madison Omlauf set to step in. Faced Juliana Cedia, who came in relief in the 5th inning after Charlotte Can threw a very solid 4+ innings. Omlauf is 0 for 2 today. Down low. Cedia is set to deliver. Hit in the air, foul territory, and out of play. Into the Hillers dugout area. 1-1. Cedia delivers. A little inside. 2-1. She winds and deals, and this is hit into left field, and that'll get by the left fielder, and all the way to the fence it goes. It's a leadoff double for Omlauf. That'll bring up Rudu Totke. Rudu has struck out twice today. Jurassic thought she had that one, but he was just able to sneak by her. There's a strike, and Stevens takes a glare at second. Big lead by Omlauf. Inside, look out. Down low. Runner from second thought about taking off, but will retreat. 2-1. Little high. 3-1. And this is ripped up the middle. That'll get in. A Holliston run going to try to score. The throw cut off, and a run scores. Throw to second is going to be dropped. Satotke gets the RBI double to drive it Umlauf. And it's a 9-3 game. That'll bring up Sidney Masile. An update from Hillers boys lacrosse. Hillers leading after 3 quarters, 14-11. Good battle between Hillers and Norwood. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot. Both teams are 6-6. Swing and a miss. And in this game, of course, the winner will take the TVL Large title. And probably help their playoff positioning pretty significantly. Cedia delivers up the left side, and it is foul. 0-2. And this is hit in the air, left side, foul, into the woods it goes. Cedia relieved that was foul. She winds and deals. Hit high in the air, a pop fly and caught by Kester. 1 away. I'll bring up Emma Wood, the left fielder. Ooh, inside. 1-0. Wood doubled and was thrown out trying to advance to third, back in the second. She's also walked today. Swing and a miss. She was thrown out by a terrific throw from Jasmine Batika. The 1-1. There's strike 2. Little low, 2-2. Hit in the air, foul out of play. Over towards the batting cages. 3-2 count. And this is up the left side, glove by McCluskey. Throw to first, not a problem. A 5-3 out. Rudutotki did advance to third. It'll bring up Lauren Kempersol, the catcher. Hit in the air, right side, foul. Just out of the range of Morse. 0-1. Kempersol has been hit by a pitch, and she hit the 2-run homer in the fifth to tie the game at 2 apiece at the time. Nice pitch for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it gets away from the catcher. Run down to first, and it's in time. A strikeout with a 2-3 throwdown to wrap up the top of the sixth. We will head to the bottom of the inning. It is a 9-3 Hillers lead on HCAM. Bottom of the sixth inning, Tara Kester stepping in. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Hillers. Kester, DeSimone, and Morse. The Hillers had a 7-run bottom of the fifth. They lead at 9-3. Holliston did play a run of their own in the top of the sixth. Little in there for a strike. Kester on the day had a sacrifice RBI groundout back in the first, has flown out, and had an RBI double last inning. A little high there. Umlauf still out there after giving up 7 runs last inning. We'll see what her leash is. This is hit in the air left side, and off the fence it goes. Kester going to head over to second. The throw not in time. And she's aboard with a leadoff double. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. Up high. Umlauf deals, swing and a miss. 1-1. Hillers boys lacrosse update. Hillers leading 14-11 in the fourth quarter. That's foul tipped. Umpire cleaning off the home plate. DeSimone gets a good piece of this one. Right side, off the fence. Kester coming around third. She will score. And now DeSimone heading to third, and it's an RBI triple. That ball nearly cleared the fence, and it ended up going off the fence. DeSimone with a beautiful piece of hitting. Catherine Morse to the plate. A 10-3 Hillers lead. Here's a strike. Swing and a miss. No outs in the inning. An 0-2 count on Morse, who has reached on an error, grounded out, an RBI double last inning. Pitch outside, 1-2. There's a bunt, and that is going to be strike 3, a foul on a bunt. One away. They'll bring up Sienna Harrigan. And she hits this one in the air to right center, and it's caught by the center fielder. Runner from third, going to try to score. The throw is going to get away, and the Hillers played another run. A sacrifice RBI flyout for Harrigan. And DeSimone around to score and make it an 11-3 game. Juliana Cedia to the plate. Up the left side, foul. Cedia's had a nice day at the plate. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk and a run scored. Fouled away. 0-2. Cedia loves to push the ball. There's strike 3. That'll wrap up the inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Holliston down to their final 3 outs with the Hillers leading 11-3 on HCAM. Top of the 7th, Holliston down to their final 3 outs. The Hillers leading 11-3. Stepping to the plate, Caitlin Damigella, the third baseman. Update from the boys lacrosse game. With just over 3 minutes left to play, the Hillers leading Norwood 15-13. A swing and a miss. That game going on right behind us. Cedia delivers. There's a strike. 0-2. Don't forget, every Wednesday at 3 p.m., you can catch HCAM Sports Talk. We talk all the local sports action, high school, college, and professional. HCAM Sports Talk Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on HCAM. That pitch outside. 1-2. Cedia delivers. Little low. Up the middle it goes. Glove by the second baseman. Throw from her knees. Got her! What a play by Harrigan. That'll bring up Phoebe Drowan. Hit in the air, foul out of play behind the backstop it goes. Drowan 0 for 2 today. Up the right side, foul. 0-2. Down low. Down low. 2-2. Another low pitch there. That'll fill up the count. Hit in the air, and it is caught. Nice catch by McCluskey, who ranges away in to make the catch. 2 away. Holliston down to their final out. Lucy Morrow stepping in. Hillers boys lacrosse update. Hillers leading 16-14 in the final minutes. Outside. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. The 1-1. And this is hit high in the air, right side, and out of play. There's a strike, and that'll do it. The Hopkinton Hillers defeat the Holliston Panthers by a final score of 11-3, and the Hopkinton Hillers clinch the TVL Large Championship. The Hillers, the 2021 TV at Large champions. Unbelievable. They improve to 11-4 on the season. Holliston falls to 11-5, and that'll conclude the regular season for Holliston. The Hillers have one more road game left, but the Hillers have clinched the TV at Large championship with an 11-3 victory over the Holliston Panthers. And today, the Hillers had it all. Great pitching, great fielding, and great hitting, and they get the job done. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, the TV at Large champion Hopkinton Hillers clinched the title tonight with an 11-3 victory over the Holliston Panthers. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.